Good morning, folks. This is John Pettipas making an impromptu video at 6:32 a.m. in the morning now of Tuesday, the 12th day of April. It's Terry Fox's 42nd anniversary. This morning, the front page of today's Halifax Herald, it shows the fire chief and deputy fire chief and another gentleman at the mass casualty of the tragedy of Pettipas, and this case was the RCMP firing recklessly into the fire department at the Onslow, Belmont. Anyway, this is not the purpose of the video. That prompted the bunch of gentlemen connected with, or not only connected, active volunteer firefighters. The video is not on Pettipas. I must have made, I'm up to 6 or 7 videos on how strongly I'm against the town taking over the county. When people merge or marry, this case it would be a governmental marriage. There must be some common interest. Some common interest. Albert Whitten told me, John, never marry a do-not girl or you'll never get along. Late Albert Whitten, he was a great matchmaker. He was a great matchmaker. That was his unofficial sideline. He was a wonderful guy, late Mayor of Antigonish, former Mayor of Antigonish and builder of AU Whitten Trailer Court and so on. Anyway, speaking of Antigonish again, I know several volunteer firefighters. This guy spoke to him a couple of days after him. Him and his buddies had just finished up the practice at just out in the county at the fire hall in Beach Hill. And in prompts marches in Leonard P.D. MacDonald. He's not Leonard, I'm using the name, it's a fact. Leonard MacDonald, but it's not just any Leonard. So you know he's Leonard P.D. MacDonald, because his father ran the credit union, and his father was a very good man. P.D. MacDonald was a very good man. I think he had some issues, but he was a very good man. And anyway, the son is not such a good man, but he's Leonard P.D. MacDonald. So anyway, Leonard P.D. marches in with his brochure, and the firemen are finished their practice, their meeting and practice, and they're all standing around talking. Now, several of them, this group, one of which I was speaking, it related information to me a morning or two after, and the election was on. So he was putting his campaign poster up on the bulletin board, and he went by them all. He didn't say hello, good evening, nod, greet them, make eye contact. Even if he told them go F themselves, anything to acknowledge he'd seen them, he walked right by the 5 or 6 fellas, put his brochure up on the bulletin board, and he walked back out again. So that's a fact. Now, as later manager, not the last manager before the mergers, by the way, the mergers at Credit Union, Virgin Credit Union has been a tremendous help to advance business and people in their lives in northeastern Nova Scotia. It's one of the great things. But there's a manager there, under him the place went from $17 million assets to $61 million. It was a subsequent manager had it grow even more, but of course he was doing mortgages, and mortgages is it's a lot of money with a very slim margin. So the guy that brought the credit union from 17 million to 61 million, almost fourfold in asset growth and in customers, that was a real tremendous accomplishment. Anyway, one evening at the board of directors meeting, it came in that was a request from somebody in Guysborough, the beloved, wonderful people of Guysborough, so disparaged in the last video by the likes of Marley McNeil, Miss Piggy that didn't smile, Miss Piggy smiled and she had character, all of which Marley McNeil had none of. Anyway, they take and didn't smile either, for sure. You can love Miss Piggy's character. Anyway, a request came in from Guysborough for, I can't remember what the cause was. It was a very good cause, possibly the hospital in Guysborough at the time. This is a story now 20 years plus ago. And most of the board of directors didn't want to do it. So the manager in his wisdom just let it pass on the agenda, and he brought it back the next board meeting, and computers were coming into vogue, and they were able to go to the postal code, point out how many of the 10,000 or so accounts they had at credit union were from Guysborough. And it was a very large number. And then they didn't make the nation. But I can't emphasize it strongly enough. If some of their weak-need county councillors don't follow your wishes, I have no question that majority of people in Antigonish County are extremely strongly against ever having anything to do with the likes of any merger takeover by the town of Antigonish. That said, there's some weak-need members on that county council that have ulterior motives. What's good for thee is good for all. Okay, what's good for thee is good for all. Okay, they take these. It should be a plebiscite. You will forever and forever. You only merge once and that's it. It's done. There's no second chances. You can phone next morning to your counselor and curse him or her and say, why the F didn't you tell me? But if you don't get out to these meetings and open your mouths and phone them and show up, one guy's busy with fishing, one guy's son's busy with his girlfriend, one guy's cleaning up his father's house after the death, one guy's wife is busy at the store, other guy's son is doing a business, other guy's son gets up early, comes home late, doesn't have time to go to meeting, he's busy helping out his aunt. Everybody's against it, but nobody shows up. It's going to pass, and the next morning you can phone up and curse and F and GD and belittle and berate your man or woman that's your counselor, and it's done. It's done. You need 6 to 10 council votes, and Laurie Bushy is one sneaky little witch. She's sneaky and sly, and the whole procedure is sneaky and sly. I'm told by people it's a done deal. The train's already left the station, blah, blah, blah. I have never in my life seen such a municipal life-changing decision made without a plebiscite. It's a wrong, stupid, dumb-arsed idea, but I'll give an example. I just gave an example already of Leonard P.D. MacDonald. He didn't tell the guys, even if he gave them the finger or something like that. He walked me, he didn't say hello, he didn't tell them, he just put his thing in, and they were just, as if they didn't exist, even though the purpose of him going out there was to stick on the bulletin board his brochure. And that, forever and ever, all your tax dollars will go to fix the pipes and dilapidated infrastructure of the town of Antigonish. You will forever be safe, but you'll be paying a lot more. You'll pay considerably more in taxes, and McCarran can lie to you, and the snot, she's sly. She's sly. Not very bright, but she's sly. You never see a smart snot, because a snot is very restrictive, very selective in what they speak to. And all smart people have one thing in common. They speak to everybody. But when you're giving a tail, like Leonard P.D. didn't want to talk to those volunteer firefighters. He was hoping a few of them would go and vote for him. And he was not successful in I think that time he was actually running for mayor. And he wasn't successful in getting what he did, but no damn wonder. You think, what he was pursuing. With that, I got to go. All the best, God bless. But if you don't get out and vote at these meetings, you're going to, within less than 60 days, you will be finding yourselves counties. And none of us want that. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless. Get a good breakfast yourselves, folks.